Street by Bob Seger. This was in 1976. I believe it was on his Night Moves album. And once again, I remember I grew up with it. My father had an 8-track of Bob Seger, and my brothers and I would listen to these songs growing up. Well, let's get right into this. As always, I'm going to break the song down for you in parts. I broke it down into 3. Everything else pretty much just repeats. So here we go. So the first part is the intro, and he starts out. So basically, before I start, the 4 chords in the intro and the verses is basically just a D, a C, a G, and an E minor. Now keep in mind we have the piano transposed to +1 because I thought it was a D, and when I listened to it, Bob Seger's up actually a half step higher than D. So he either transposed the piano or he's playing it in E flat. So we're going to make the D sound like the E flat. Just the key of G is much nicer. You got 1 sharp to deal with the F sharp as opposed to the key of A flat, which is A flat, B flat, D flat, and E flat. There's 4. So the key of G is really nice. So we're going to start this on a D chord instead of the E flat. So it's a +1. But if you want to do it in E, in D, or the regular chords without transposing, you just a half step lower. That would sound great too. So here we go. Part 1 are those 4 chords. A D, and it starts out. So he does A, B, D before the D chord, and he does it real fast before the D chord. So he does a. I remember standing on the corner at midnight, same chords. It does the same thing throughout the whole verse. And the guitar does that. I kind of switched it and put guitar to it just to show you guys what it sounds like. And I'll show you that if you're interested. Okay, part 2 is the pre-chorus when he does that. Loneliness fills my sleep. Body softly swaying to that smoky beat. Down on Mainstreet, and the guitar kicks in again. Down on Mainstreet, and then of course part 3 is the ending or the 3rd chorus when he goes from the D down on Mainstreet towards the end. Down on Mainstreet, and I'll show you how they end the song. And after the D to the A minor, they do a. And they end the song on the D chord. So I'll show you all that. Basically, it's just those 3 parts to the song. Everything else just repeats. The whole second verse, second chorus, second pre-chorus, and all that. So let's get into this. It starts out again, like I say. That's it, just those 4 chords. And it does the. So here it goes. So I'll do it slower, and I'll name the chords as I do it. And then I'll do it once slow without talking. So basically it goes D, C, G. It does like a E minor. And then it repeats D, C, G, E minor. And then I remember standing on the corner at midnight. It does the same thing. D, C, G, and E minor. And he does kind of like a. He'll mess with the piano and do. But basically, that's all it is a D chord, a C, a G, and an E minor. That's part 1. That's pretty much it. I mean, it does that. That's the intro chords, aside from the intro does that. That's the only difference. And it does that before it goes to the E minor. That's pretty much it. D, C, G, E minor. And if you want me to do it once slow without talking, the beginning goes like this. pretty much just starts, I remember Staying on the Corner at Midnight. So it does that whole intro, those 4 chords twice, 2 times, and then when he starts singing, it does it 4 more times. So that's pretty much it. That's part 1. Okay, so part 2 is that when he goes to the B minor. So after that, D, C, G, E minor, he goes right here. This is part 2. Those long, lonely nights fills my sleep. Body softly swaying to that smoky beat. Down on Main Street. And the guitar kicks in. So once again, so those chords in part 2 are a B minor, B sus2, B minor, B sus2, F sharp minor, or you could do F sharp minor here, G, E minor, G sus2 over A. So that's pretty much it. So it goes, those long, lonely nights, she fills my sleep. Body softly swaying to that smoky beat. Down on Main Street. And it does the intro again. So once more without talking, real slow. This part 2 is. It gets right back into the whole, down on Main Street. And then it does the so that guitar solo is not anything different. It's just part 1. The underlying chords are part 1. I will show you the intro that I did though. Those notes in that little guitar riff in the beginning. All it is, and I put guitar to it, but the notes are the A, that's it. And I think I put this overdrive guitar, right when the na-na-na. I think that echoed a little bit. So the timing of that little guitar part in the beginning, if you really want to know, right when they start the song, da-na-na. I remember Standing on the Corner at Midnight. That's pretty much it. And part 3 to end the song is the very end, the 3rd chorus, when he goes to that smoky beat right here. Down on Main Street. It goes from the D to the A minor. Down on Main Street. And he yells. All it is a D and an A minor. In the very end, he goes. So those chords are D, A minor, D, A minor, and it does that 6 times. I think it's 4 or 6 times. Down on Main Street. I'll show you how they end. It's D, A minor, then it goes C, G, D. And they end the song on the D chord. Well, actually E flat, but we're transposed +1. So you end it on the D. So that's pretty much the whole song. I mean, again, that last part, without talking, I'll just do it once more. So right after that last, let's see. down on Main Street. And I think I didn't do that enough times, the D to the A minor, but you know that, I think it does it 6 times, like I said. I think I counted. I don't even have my paper. I'm kind of winging this one. So that's pretty much it. That's the whole 3 parts. Part 1, D, C, G, E minor, D, C, G, E minor. Part 2 is that B minor, B sus2, B minor, B sus2, and then F sharp minor, G, E minor, G sus2 over A. And then part 3 is the D, A minor, D, A minor, and then C, G, D. That is it. Mainstreet by Bob Seger. You guys have a great one. Hope you had a great holiday, Christmas, and New Year. Sorry, I've been MIA for a couple weeks, and I'm going to get right back into doing these as much as I can every day or every other day. Okay, you guys have a great one. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Next up is I Love You by the Climax Blues Band. That was a request. Okay, see ya.